Paddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon this Saturday at UFC 282. And I'm excited for this one because I quite frankly believe that Paddy Pimblett's going to flatline KO Jared Gordon. I'm going to be real. I don't think there's anyone picking Jared Gordon going into this. Everyone knows exactly what the UFC is doing. They're pairing Paddy Pimblett up against a guy that has no finishes on his record. He has absolutely no finishing power whatsoever. He's one of the least dangerous guys you could possibly pair Paddy Pimblett up against. And in my opinion, this may just be Paddy Pimblett's easiest fight. And let's be real, when it comes to Jared Gordon, he's a fucking can. Like, he's actually a literal can. If you look at the guys that he's beat, like what, Joe Solecki, Fishgold, Paddy Pimblett's ex-teammates, who are these guys? Are they even in the UFC anymore? Jared Gordon is the definition of a tough guy who really is not talented whatsoever. He's just a tough guy that keeps coming, who could take a hit, and he has good cardio, he works hard. This is the peak of his career. Not only is he a can, but he's not ready for this moment, right? Paddy Pimblett has already fought at 2 sold-out massive cards in the UK with a lot of pressure on him, right? He's already had that UFC debut where he fought through adversity with a guy that could actually crack. Jared Gordon is going to go from fighting someone on the fucking early prelims to taking on Paddy Pimblett on the co-main event of a pay-per-view where the whole crowd's going to be going wild. He's talking about, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to treat it like I'm fighting Godzilla.
So I'm going in there like I'm fighting Godzilla,
Whenever guys say that shit, it doesn't go so well for them. Whenever they bring up the Godzilla, I'm going out there to fight King Kong, it usually doesn't work that way. Because they're always talking about someone with a lot of hype. And they're always acting as if, I'm not going to underestimate this guy, I don't think it's all hype, but I know that they're going to bed every night thinking, fuck, I'm supposed to lose. Paddy Pimblett's supposed to finish me. The UFC knows what they're doing. The same thing for Jay Perrin fighting, Raul Rosas Jr., that 18-year-old kid. His opponent's probably thinking the same thing. Fuck, the UFC wants me to lose. Like, what do you think's going on in Jared Gordon's head? When he's standing there and Paddy Pimblett's walking out, oh, Paddy the Paddy. They're going to be going fucking crazy. And it's going to be too much for him. He's going to make a mistake, and Paddy Pimblett's going to knock him the fuck out. That's my pick. I think Paddy Pimblett starches him in 1. And I've heard Jared Gordon say things like, I fought better competition than him. I fought Charles Oliveira.
I believe the level of competition that I have fought surpasses the competition that Paddy has fought. I fought Diego Ferreira. I fought Charles, Joaquim Silva.
But you got knocked the fuck out by all of them. What is the flex by saying, I think I've taken on good competition, but you're getting your ass kicked by these guys? It's not like you're having a close fight with Charles and you really were able to come out on top and learn from that experience. You got knocked out by Diego Ferreira, the jiu-jitsu guy. You know what I mean? Sure, you got finished by Charles Oliveira. You got to fight him, but did you really gain much from that experience when you were knocked out in under 2 minutes? The whole... I fought really good competition, but you can't really flex it when you're getting finished. Paddy Pimblett, say what you want, but he's a finisher. He is actually one of the more dangerous guys when it comes to the grappling in the lightweight division. Sure, there are guys that can maybe take you down that have better wrestling than Paddy Pimblett, but when it comes to getting you on the floor, Paddy Pimblett has phenomenal finishing skills with his jiu-jitsu, whereas Jared Gordon doesn't have any kind of pop in his hands. He has no significant power to hurt Paddy Pimblett, right? He is not a phenomenal wrestler. He's not a phenomenal grappler. He's just a tough guy. But that's a can in the UFC. And to me, it's kind of funny because Paddy Pimblett's first fight actually seemed like his hardest one. Like, he got taken down, he got cracked and wobbled. It seems like his competition's just getting easier and easier, and I like it. I want the UFC to really blow up a new star. And believe me, I think that if Paddy Pimblett goes out there and finishes Jared Gordon in brutal fashion, that'll elevate his stardom a little bit. I mean, God forbid you trash talk a little bit at the press conference. All these guys saying they want to be big stars, I'll get to that in a little bit. But let's just get back to the matchup. Paddy Pimblett, he's got a 5-inch reach advantage, right? He's got 3 finishes in a row in the lightweight division. It's the lightweight division. I think Jordan Levitt's more dangerous than Jared Gordon. He's got a better ground game. He actually has some submission skills. Paddy Pimblett's first opponent, Luigi Vendramini, that guy had heat in his hands. Even Paddy Pimblett's second opponent had some heat in his hands. What does Jared Gordon do to win this fight? So unless Paddy Pimblett goes out there and breaks his leg in the first round and Jared Gordon just toughs him out and gets him out of there, it's not going to happen. Jared Gordon has no fucking chance to win this. The way I think this one's going to play out, I think that Paddy Pimblett's going to try to take his head off in the first round. I don't think he's going to show Jared Gordon any respect. He's not an idiot. He's done his research on Jared Gordon. Him and his team know that this guy doesn't really present any significant power. He's not a jiu-jitsu threat on the ground. He's not a guy that's going to really threaten submissions, especially against a guy like Paddy who's really good on the ground. He's a guy that needs to go to split decision to beat you. And Paddy Pimblett's a finisher. I think that he's going to force Jared Gordon to scrap. Maybe Jared Gordon shoots a takedown, but I think Paddy Pimblett's going to just be ready for that, and I think he'll reverse it if anything. So which one do you want, Jared? Do you want to get submitted or do you want to get knocked out? And if Paddy Pimblett stuffs that takedown, it's only a matter of time before he knocks him out. I'm really going to think Paddy Pimblett's going to knock out Jared Gordon in one round. Viciously, by the way. Being tough can only get you so far. Also, can we start normalizing shit talk again for guys that want to be big stars? You know, remember back in the day when guys wanted to really grow their stardom, they would talk a load of shit. I mean, Colby Covington built an entire career out of it, and he's not even the best shit talker. These big fucking modern day megastars like Sean O'Malley keep saying, I want to be the biggest star in the sport. You know, I'm the big cash cow.
You know, maybe some of the stuff he's done recently, not want to be, but, you know, his career, he's had a pretty sweet career. So, yeah, I think it's someone, you know, not too bad to look, you know.
And Sean O'Malley, one of the worst trash talkers ever, talking about, I want to be Conor McGregor. Bro, learn how to say a sentence at a press conference. And I know that we're a couple days away from the press conference, right? Today's Tuesday as I'm filming this. Thursday is the press conference. I want to see Paddy Pimblett talk shit against Jared Gordon. I'm tired of these guys trying to say that I'm going to be a big star like Conor when you guys aren't even shit talking. What made Conor so fun to watch? What grew the sport more than anything? It was Conor's shit talking and the fact that he was winning and knocking out guys, right? So he was knocking people out, putting on spectacular performances, which was impressive to the people that were already watching the sport, and he was drawing in eyes from casuals. I remember when he first fought Nate Diaz, I wasn't really into MMA at all. What got me to watch that first Nate Diaz fight was the fact that there was a lot of back and forth, and he had a viral moment with Nate Diaz on TV talking loads of shit with the accent, and that sounded dope. But these guys like O'Malley and Paddy Pimblett's a little bit better. He's got a better personality than O'Malley, in my opinion, but at the same time, I'm not going to let him slide either, because this guy does nothing to really promote his fights, you know, when it comes to a press conference. And I want to see this guy talk some shit. Paddy Pimblett, can you talk some shit against Jared Gordon? Can you call him out? Can you call him a bum? Can you call him a can? Can you say, hey man, I'm going to knock you... I can't do the accent, but, you know, say something like that, dude. Fucking A. Say something. Sean O'Malley. What? You're getting out trash talked by Piotr Jan, a guy who doesn't even speak English. I'm tired of it, man. These guys that I want to be a big star like Conor. Like, I understand that guys like Brett Okamoto are kissing your ass in their interviews, asking you 10 questions in a row about how big of a star you are.
When do you think you reached the status of superstar? When did that happen for you?
Like, relax, man. You actually have to do something about it. There's a reason as to why you have 2 million followers, and way back in the day when Conor hadn't even fought Nate Diaz for the first time, I think he already had like 10, 12 million followers. The guy's entertainment gold. Start talking shit. Paddy Pimblett, you got all the tools. You got the look, right? You got the accent. You got the whole fucking country behind you. You're naturally charismatic. Talk some shit. Please, don't go out there like Sean O'Malley, just sitting there with your hair, acting like your hair is enough, all right? You want to be a big megastar? Talk loads of shit. It will make for a viral moment. You don't even have to try hard. Say he's a can, say he's got absolutely no power, just say these very generic lines, and the fact that you have an accent, you got the hair and all that, it's cool. Just say it. Talk some shit. And enough of the, I just want to be authentic. Listen, you want to be a big star, you can be authentic, talk shit. If you want to be a megastar, talk shit. It's the fight game. you're gonna get in there and try to knock this guy out and maybe take a year off of his life, all right? You're not too good to talk some shit. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you like this channel and you wanna support me, please check out some Heart and Soil supplements, organ supplements. You guys have heard all about beef liver and how beneficial grass-fed meat and organs can be for your health. But if you don't like to eat raw liver or bull testicles, but you just want to benefit from those kinds of foods, check out Heart and Soil supplements. They have desiccated organs, all grass-fed. All of their supplements are from the best quality cows from New Zealand. If you click the link in my description, you can get a 10% discount, and that will support me because I'm sponsored by them. And you can also get something out of it as well by boosting your health. So until next time.